No, Diddy's mom is really his auntie, has been claiming to be his mom this whole time. She's the one with the white nails. That's why he has that fetish. She been picking him since he was adolescent because his daddy got killed when he was a baby. As soon as he had adolescent, he resembled his dad. So she started picking him. She's the one that picked his head up initially. That's why, oh, allegedly. I might be talking too much.
I'm here to talk about a different section of his allegations, the Rico Act, and what I feel to believe involves his mother, Janice Combs.
What about his mother?
So the Rico Act is about holding people accountable for systematic actions. You know, these actions have caused financial hardship, emotional hardship, with not only myself, but other artists in the business through what I feel was fraudulent and coercive activity. And I think that Janice Combs falls under those guidelines.
How was she involved in it?
Mace gives a very good example. So Mace has been, going through what conflict he has with Puffy, and he makes a statement. He says, how can we talk about anything, etc., etc.? Everything is in your mother's name.
Right, he said everything that Puff had made in Bad Boy, he had put under his mother's name, allegedly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo, how dare this nigga told me he want receipts? Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts, nigga. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts, nigga. You need more proof, nigga? Biggie ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead. What are you talking about? Who else? Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about. I'm the only one with the guts. You're not signing, nigga, because I ain't need the money. All money ain't good money. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that, nigga. You know who to play with, nigga.
You shot straight, but you shot late. Hi, Lim. This is the Rundown Podcast.
I'm gonna give you the rundown.
Are you saying the same thing, that whatever dealings you've had with Puff was under her name, his mother's name?
I'm saying that I brought with me 3 multi-platinum plaques of artists that I've had the opportunity to have my company write songs. And somehow his mother ended up with my publishing rights.
And those are which 3?
So I have here, behind me, I have right here, the Notorious B.I.G., Born Again, Dion Best for D and Mac Music.
Those are the plaques that you receive for your involvement in the album.
Yes.
Or the song.
Yes.
Can I see?
Yes.
So you have this is Born Again. This was Biggie's album.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So then we have here Black Rob's life story. Man, rest in peace, Black Rob. Black Rob was an alright guy, man.
Black Rob obviously was also under Bad Boy.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the album.
Life story.
Right, life story. And then you have a third one there with you.
A third one here. This is Bad Boy Entertainment, Puffy's album, Forever. Yeah.
So in the contract, again, when you signed it, it actually said it was Janice. It went to Janice's. Mrs. Combs, can you explain that again?
So for me, here's where, things get a little tricky. I'm not gonna say complicated, but during this time, I had a partner in my company, and I felt, I still feel, my partner betrayed me. I got caught with in possession of a handgun, and I went to prison for 4 years. And at that time, my partner signed some things over.
So your partner had signed it over to Bad Boy, and then Bad Boy had put it under Janice's name. Is that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Allegedly. Okay. So
Allegedly.
right. So now, what are you planning at this point?
So my law team, we've gotten together and discussed certain information, and they feel that we need to move forward with following the Rico Act with Janice Combs.
Puff's mother. Are you also planning to sue him as well, or just her and her company?
So because all of my publishing rights went to Janice Combs, we're going to file the Rico Act against Janice Combs. We'll see where this conspiracy and fraudulent activity leads us.
Have you at any point had spoken to Janice or Puff? When was the last time you spoke to him?
I probably haven't spoken to Puff in 20 years. My lawyers have not yet reached out to Janice Combs or any of her attorneys at this point, but maybe in the next few days, someone will be contacted.
Dion, I do want to kind of shift to the allegations now against Diddy, you know, the allegations of abuse, sexual abuse, you know. And though you haven't seen him or spoken to him in 20, 30 years, was there any evidence of that back then?
Again, I don't want to touch on that. I'm here to discuss the Rico Act that we're filing against Janice Combs, but I'll answer that question briefly. So I don't take involvement in those parties. I've never been to a Sean Combs or P. Diddy or Puff Daddy freak off party, because those things are not of my interest. With him, I was more of, I don't want to hang out with you and J-Lo. I don't want to party with you. I need you to sign on the dotted line. I need my money.
It seems Sean Diddy Combs isn't the only member of the Combs family facing legal battles. Dion D1 Best, a former associate of Diddy and ex-gangster, is reportedly planning to sue Diddy's mother, Janice Combs, over past questionable business dealings. D1 made an appearance on DailyMail.com's investigative podcast, The Trial of Diddy, to discuss why he's focusing on the Combs matriarch over her son. According to Best, who is now a 56-year-old youth sports coach, these alleged fraudulent business moves cause financial hardship not only for him, but for other artists in the industry, he said. And he said because of it, Janice should be grouped with the same similar charges to her son Diddy. Best stated that, I believe Janice Combs falls up under the guidelines for the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, RICO, he continued. He claimed Combs used his mother's name to hide publishing rights from artists, including deals the now disgraced hip-hop mogul made with Best, dating back to the late 1990s. According to D1, his company, Finish Line Entertainment, signed artists to Diddy who worked on various albums from Bad Boy Entertainment. These albums sold over millions of copies and even went platinum. But what did he get in return? Nothing, according to Dion Best. All of my publishing rights went to Janice Combs, Best told Daily Mail. I'm here to talk about a different section of his allegations and what I feel to believe involves his mother, Janice Combs. The RICO is about holding people accountable for systematic actions, he continued. Best isn't the first or the loudest to claim Diddy and his mother has shady business practices. Well, we all remember in 2020 when rapper turned pastor Mason Mace Betha called out his former friend over the matter. Mace went on an explicit rant, even saying everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got all the receipts. In response to Diddy's federal indictment, Mace said on his It Is What It Is podcast, I'm good, man. Reparations is getting closer and closer. So with that, Best has announced his plans to file a lawsuit against Janice Combs and her company, and saying that, you know, she's definitely going to be charged with this RICO of racketeering and money laundering and things of that nature, right? Over these musical rights that were supposed to belong to Dion Best, but ended up in Janice Combs' name for some reason. Wow. Well, now we know the reason. Puffy, Sean Combs, is the one that placed all the rights in his mother's name. And Also, they're saying allegedly Janice Combs might not even be Puffy's biological mother. It might be his aunt, is what, the information is hitting the internet now, allegedly. Now, if those allegations are true about Puffy actually sleeping with his aunt, right? Yeah, that's nasty. That shows how demonic and devious, right? And diabolical the diddler can be, you guys. And Janice Combs, could she be the one that's alleged to have turned Puffy out? Wow, who knows? But evidence is saying that this Janice Combs character is not really Puff Daddy's real mother. Now that's a shocker to a lot of people, and a lot of people don't believe this, but a lot of people are starting to believe it. But as of now, it's not looking too good at all for P. Diddler. The diddler is almost out-diddled and done. Now, when asked why did Mr. Best wait until now to, file this lawsuit against Puffy and Janice Combs, his mother, right, or alleged aunt, they're saying that, Mr. Best felt as if right now was the best time to do this because earlier, Puffy's character was kind of clean. Nobody would have probably believed these allegations of Mr. Best, saying Puffy stole from him. Well, as of now, Puffy's character is all dirty. It's not looking too good for old Cuff Daddy, being that he's in custody, right? Wow. Well, Mr. Best saying, hey, now, maybe everybody will believe me when I say he stole from me, right? And I didn't get paid, and Janice Combs has been hoarding these rights and getting rich off my work, right? So this is what Mr. Best had to say while he waited until now to stick it to Janice Combs. No Diddy. Now ATP, at this point it feels like every day somebody's coming out with some type of allegation against Sean Puffy Combs, whether it be stole from him or these actual allegations against him, right? Wow, it's crazy. Or maybe people that were at these parties that did something to somebody else while they were at a Puff party, and then his name is being added to those cases as well, so it doesn't seem like Puffy can catch a break at all, you guys. Some people love it that way. Some people love the fact that Puffy is seeming like he will never get up out of this chokehold that government has him in, you guys. Wow. So y'all make sure y'all hit up the comment section and let me know what y'all feel about Janice Combs being possibly hit with a Rico, as Mr. Best is saying he's filing these Rico charges against her and her company. And this is in likeness of what Puff Daddy, her alleged nephew, her son, did to corrupt business with him and Mr. Best. And until the next time, this is OG Jucario TV with the latest in rap, hip-hop, celebrity, and urban news. You're watching the Rundown Podcast. I appreciate everybody for spending with me. I appreciate all my subscribers for sliding with your boy every time. And say, hey man, keep hitting that like button, keep hitting that subscribe button, and look, turn on post notification so we can slide whenever I get the drop. You already know what it is, man. It's deeper than Buddha, her, you hear me? And guess what? I'm gone.